microphone. Your headphone. Wherever you want to be. I'll be microphone. Yeah. Or can you make it a little bright?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Cool. All right. Oh, me then? Or
No, you start off.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, you got your badge from last year.
I got everything. I'm a professional.
Oh. Oops.
Oh, we're already live, Richard.
We're live. Oh,
Yeah, we're
man.
live
What up?
streaming right now.
Oh, we're streaming.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. All right, cool.
Yeah, we're messing around. We're seeing how it goes. So
All right.
yeah, this is a mess around with the live stream. So we'll find out what happens.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Me.
So we're gonna start the actual podcast recording on and off, but we're gonna be live streaming pretty much the whole time.
That's
So,
pretty cool.
We're gonna start doing the podcast version in 3, 2, 1. And we're here. We're recording live. We're actually live streaming here at the second anniversary for Behind the Glass. Richard Cologne,
What's up?
what is going on?
I'm excited, man. 2 years. It's been a long journey, and excited to keep it rolling for year 3.
Yeah, I just took a look around the gallery. I realized I missed a few weeks just because of travel and everything. But
yeah,
man, I remember so many of the conversations that we had through the year on the podcast.
Right.
You know, seeing some of the people on there, and I'm really glad I'm getting to see some of the people I missed here at the anniversary event.
Yeah, I think the whole idea that we initially had for this gallery was to have a group show of a lot of people. And since it kind of like shifted into every month 3 artists deal, I'm excited that we are still able to, Kwaji and I are able to still tap into that group show setting where we have multiple artists. So yeah, it's a great scene, and I love being able to have everybody come back, and it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful day. We just got everything opened up. People are starting to show up. We're just a little after 6 p.m. Yeah, hoping for a nice turnout on a day like today, and hopefully people get to really enjoy what's going on. I was gonna say, is there anything specifically when you were setting up that you really enjoyed, that you got a chance to see something new when you walked around?
Yes. See, what's great about this is that when I asked, like last year, when I asked the artists from the first anniversary show to provide a work so they can display, I said you could use something that you already had, but prior in the gallery, and almost every single person, year one, chose to do something different that they didn't showcase on the walls.
Yeah.
And we had that same thing going for this, this year. Everybody that I asked to bring something back, these are all still unique pieces that weren't on the gallery already. So it's really great that they're able to showcase still another part of their collection for people to still view and actually appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's one of the great things is that, even though you've seen these people before, you get to see maybe what they're thinking now versus what they're thinking at the time. Because some of these were, January 2024.
March, actually, yeah.
Oh, that's right. March. We had a couple months
January
break.
was their first reception. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, so our beginning year started March. So we do have less artists than we had last year because we were able to start, 2 months in. But again, seeing the growth from certain artists that were in the beginning of the year to now, and seeing that a lot of the recurring, people that have been, on these walls are able to actually come back and support the other artists every month. It's been a joy to see that. It's been great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's so I don't remember. Are we planning for February taking a little break after this?
Right. So these walls will have these artists for 2 months. So
January and February, and we'll start back up in March.
So first Friday, March will be our 2025 roster start.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, I'm really excited about that because this is my favorite. One of my favorite shows every month is to sit with everybody and learn about people and see where they're going, because this is the journey of where we've seen some of the artists from the first year to what's going on this year for them.
Oh, for sure.
And we've covered some of that on Beyond the Glass.
Oh,
it's been great to see just the evolution of this community and how much it's expanding.
Right. It's been a joy. And I think that's what's the joy of having the Beyond the Glass episodes as well, because we're able to tap back into artists that were on the walls at once. And again, we try and get to double dip that with these reception shows. So this is great. I'm excited.
Nice. Well, I think what we're going to do, We're going to jump off and we'll be joined by somebody else very soon
For sure.
on the Behind the Glass second anniversary live recording.
No doubt. What's up? Want to join?
Yeah, we're live streaming and we're podcast recording for later. So we're actually we're live on Instagram, both ours and behind the glass, and then streaming on YouTube. And yeah, please. Yeah, no, we brought everything out. Pull out all the stops. Nope.
In the meantime,
Wait, let's turn your mic on.
thanks.
Thanks.
I am here.
Oh, maybe not. Let's try it again.
Let's try that again.
There we are.
Professionals. Look it up in the book.
I have that in my intro. I love that clip so much.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Still one of my absolute favorites.
Larry
yeah,
King, R.I.P.
alive forever.
Of course, in our hearts and our minds.
No, this is interesting. I've never done the live stream thing before.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm excited to do it on Food About Town. I'm going to try to do the Food About Town bites as live streams.
Well, that would be great.
Just because I think it'd be interesting to, especially if I'm going to start covering like specific cuisines and like how do I enjoy them? What are my
Do you want to say a
favorites?
few words about the gallery on your way out?
What are you leaving already?
Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah, go for it.
Have at.
Yeah, those were made by Jack Bear Stamps. So he made a custom Lunchador logo stamp for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean,
Wacky Buttons does a great job. Yeah. Yeah, Jack does great. Yeah.
Oh, he's so talented. Yeah, that's got all of our information, so you can use the coasters and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to do more live streaming. I think the bites would be a great one to do for that.
Well, for sure.
Maybe we'll record some of the full episodes that way too. But
Yeah.
I think the bites is kind of like it could be a conversation point where people could be giving me comments along the way, and
Yeah. That's the most fun part, I find. And I don't know if we have access to chat on here. We might.
that's a great question.
But folks, you can surely try in the comments on Instagram if you want to, or whatever, hit the like button or whatever it may be. I'm 40, almost 46 years old, so I don't really know how all this works, other than I know what's going out on the internet. I'm Matt Austin, by the way, co-founder of Lunchador and host of the Anomaly Presents podcast, who usually streams live. So that's
yeah,
yeah.
like you're used to the live stream, but you're also like, especially on these, like you don't really show up on most of any of the other shows, and I am
yeah, you're
like
the guy.
omnipresent.
Yeah, it's fun being on like with the face of Lunchador. Usually, I'm the basement dweller, so
Yeah, I saw pictures of your setup, and there's like just this cold,
it is
harsh.
it is
cold, harsh
literally
light.
yeah. The guy in the cubicle next to me just tells me to put the lotion in the basket, like it's that level in my dungeon. So
You're asking for your red stapler and
Yeah,
hoping it shows up.
this is why it's nice to get out amongst the folks. And the cool thing to segue back into Behind the Glass, just sitting here because we're directly in front of the studio. I don't know. We're gonna get fancy here. And
look
do
at
magic
you
here, but I could probably turn the camera a little bit, and you can see
While we're waiting.
Richard and everybody. But we're directly in front of the studio or the gallery, and you can see kind of the community that's generated here. It's a bunch of people in there. They may know each other, they may not, but they're all together looking at the art, kind of having conversations and enjoying it together. And I think that's really a cool thing about Behind the Glass. It's really kind of brought the art community together and just brought the community at large together here at the Sibley Square.
Yeah, especially since, to see an event that brings this many people here is really nice, because the more I talk to people, the more people talk about vibrant downtown. They talk about, wanting people to be here. Well, if you want people to be here, there has to be great things to go do. And, on last Fridays this year, first Fridays in 2025, if you show up, you're going to run into somebody that you want to run into or that you didn't know you wanted to run into.
Yeah, and it's really kind of a testament to what Quadjay and Richard have built here. It's a great atmosphere. You can make a night of it. The Mercantile on Main is right next door, so you can come grab some food and check out the art. It's really quite the experience. So
Yeah, I'm certainly not going to have a cocktail like delivered to the podcast table sometime during this recording.
I was gonna say you don't have to. We're just around the corner from the bar.
To Janine and the La Bola team, they do a great job over there.
Absolutely, it smells incredible. By the way,
oh yeah, it does.
It's difficult to sit here and go, oh man, I should really go see what's for dinner too. But it's all again a sense of culture and community here, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, we're so this in the interim while we're waiting for the next guest. This is kind of a fun way to pass the live stream time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Matt and I we've been working on a lot of setup stuff with Lunchador. Been working on a lot of video stuff in the studio. We'll have a full episode talking about the progress in Lunchador very soon. But I've been setting up video at home.
This is part of the fruits of the labor here. What you're seeing tonight on this live stream, this kind of live look at the Behind the Glass second anniversary event. It's a testament to what you've been doing to build the studio at Food About Town.
Yeah,
the Lunchador Studios at the Food About Town compound.
That's what Carrie always calls it.
Yeah,
it's the compound.
Yes. It's nice. It's only slightly going towards that whole like San Simeon vibe, so it's good.
No, it's been exciting. I've been learning how to buy stuff on like Facebook Marketplace. What a cesspool of like scams and everything else.
Hi, this is now your uncle's stream.
Like it's so weird. I haven't bought stuff on there like almost ever. Like occasionally I'll look, but like it's so interesting trying to buy stuff on there. Like I do feel like my dad buying stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
So I'm not buying stuff discount, trying to do this on the cheap so we can do this the right way. But it's so interesting because I've been buying lights and cameras and just tons of different stuff. So the studio's so bright. We had guests over last night, and we were doing an episode with Food About Town and Level Up, and Aaron Piscucci and Wade Reed, from Level Up, they were in there, and I turned the lights on, and they were just like, yeah, it's so much brighter in here.
Yeah, it's really interesting. You've kind of turned your dining room into a fully functional podcast and video studio, which is incredible and a testament to the patience of your kind wife as well.
And endless patience and reasonable tolerance.
Yes.
So a few things we have to do to make sure it continues to be tolerated. Make sure she doesn't trip over tripods on the way into the bedroom.
This is also very important.
I don't want to. My goal as a podcast host first, as a co-founder of a podcast network second, and as a husband third, is to make sure I don't kill or maim my wife with the equipment in the studio.
That is why I'm in the dungeon in the basement, at the aforementioned dungeon.
It's really just a liability thing for the first two.
Right. Right.
Oh God. What's up, Aaron?
Hey.
Yeah, we're live streaming right now.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Yeah, the video is actually facing out if you step over there.
Grab a mic. We can turn you on.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
You can step right in front of the video and you'll be
on. Do this.
Yeah, we were just talking about the recording and the brightness of the studio last night for our Level Up recording.
Yeah.
It's like a spotlight on everybody's face now.
It's a little bit odd, right?
And my old eyes can see now.
That's
before you're like, who's that across the table from me?
Yeah.
Do the podcast thing where you're like bring it up and down and finally it meets up at some point.
Yeah.
Or you give up. So
I was gonna say Aaron's also been taking pictures too, so he's been dabbling in that side. Let me actually turn on the podcast recording and we'll jump in for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we're doing the live stream, but we're doing the little podcast recording too.
Well, this is fun.
Instagram
Mr. Producer Chris Lindstrom.
Producer extraordinaire.
All right, starting 3, 2, 1. And we're back with somebody who hasn't been in Behind the Glass, but is part of the Lunchador Podcast Network. Aaron Piscucci, how you doing tonight, man?
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Level Up in the house.
Yeah, no, it's exciting to have you here. And we were talking last night. You've been taking a lot more pictures yourself.
Trying to getting back in it. These guys are actually a big inspiration to get out and shoot more. So,
well, it's something about going out and seeing all the people who haven't been on a gallery wall before, kind of, and seeing people come out and look at their work is a very inspiring thing.
Well, and it's these guys are great photographers, but they're not famous, so to speak. And I hope they don't take that offensively, but it's inspiring. Like, oh, they're like me. I can do this too.
Yeah.
And last time I was here, that was what everybody was saying is, yeah, you should be doing this too, which was super cool.
Yeah, and it's a great thing. So what kind of pictures you've been taking so far?
Always been inspired by graffiti. So all of these guys who are doing a lot of street photography are super cool to see. A number of them were hitting like the abandoned buildings and things.
Yeah.
Rock Street Photo was one I found early on, Nick. And super cool guy, unlike me. Saw him 2 shows in a row over at Frank's.
Oh, yeah.
And the second time I showed up, I was going to prepare to be like, hey, remember I met you last time? And he came right up and was like, hey, Aaron, how are you?
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, look at this guy. So
yeah, I mean, he's such a, he's really doing the work of building community and growing his own area, which is such a great thing to see, that it's not just, it's an expansion of this, but it's seeing where everybody's going with it. Yeah. That's really exciting.
And then the other cool thing was I just mentioned, I had started following him and was local, and he came right over. He said, oh, you got to meet this guy. I was like, who's this guy? He goes, oh, his handle, So he introduced me like 2 other guys there. I think Vector Rastard, who
nice.
Dave, if my poor memory is remembering, Dave Towns. And, so
right
super cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you got a chance to come out for this tonight. I'm hoping we have a great turnout and a lot of people get to come out and see all the 2024 photographers.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for swinging over,
evening, guys.
Hey, thanks. You too. Enjoy the art.
And check out the Level Up Coffee podcast on the Lunchador Podcast Network, wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm Matt. Yeah. Good to meet you in person. Yeah.
I like that. Like, this is the first time you're meeting. Like,
we met in person.
Like briefly last night.
For 4 seconds last night. Yeah.
When you're dropping off equipment, throwing it on the table, and leaving.
Yeah, hit me up anytime.
Well, and that's the thing. Every time I sit down to do it, I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to do this.
Well, I think that the biggest thing is, one of the nice things about the software that we use for the podcast network, Captivate.fm, shout out to those guys because they do amazing work, is that they've developed a lot of tools to make it easier to post. Yeah. Like the new AI tools have been so efficient. Yeah. Like it was the stuff that used to trip me up.
Yeah.
And now I can get a post up in like 5 minutes with good content and transcribed and everything else. It has really streamlined like what I do.
It's cool. Have you played with that yet? I don't know. Oh, thanks. Nice to meet you. Have a good night. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can also pull up, so you can do short keys, you can do your show notes, and then they'll use that as part of like with the transcription. You can pull up your show notes for later while you're recording. It is a really
cool.
full-featured platform. I'm gonna say Matt was getting help the other day.
Yeah.
And the guy we watch on like when they're doing announcements, he was the one giving like Matt tech support.
Yeah, he helped us migrate our website. The guy that comes on and does like the quarterly, this is what we updated. That's the guy that was working our support ticket. So it's like it's a small crew, but they just do cool stuff. Yeah. Exactly.
And it's really fantastic. Like every time we watch their like streams, we're watching them like it was Apple keynotes.
That's exactly how they feel every time. We're texting each other like, oh man, they're doing this now. We were just talking about that last month. We really, every single time.
Yeah, it's so weird that when you end up subscribing to things, most of the time you're tolerating what's happening. And
Yeah.
every time we get features like, oh, we were talking about that and they delivered to us for the same price.
Yeah. They haven't raised it $1 either. It's great.
It's been absolutely amazing. Yeah, go take a look at the
Yeah.
pictures, man, and we'll
Oh, I keep you. All right on.
this is picture time. This is great live stream content. Static view.
That's right. That's right.
Getting the lighting right.
It's tough. It's low light here. It's yeah. It happens all the time. I'm really like a chupacabra. Like it's real hard. That's the other reason you haven't seen me is that I'm unphotographable.
Yeah.
It's by design.
You by definition
Yeah.
fuzz all cameras.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have your own
Yeah.
EMP built in.
Yeah. Basement cryptid Matt Austin.
Nice.
Oh, that's perfect. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah.
Hey, go enjoy the pictures. We'll see you in
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh,
Oh,
right on.
nice.
Oh, 100%. I never call it Blue Cross.
What's up, Joe?
Hey.
Want to swing over and do your little guest spot?
If you want, you can. You go with anything? All right, cool. All right. You on cam? Beautiful. Yep. You are in.
Okay.
We are good to go.
Can we hear me? Do I need to get closer?
So you're on
No,
3 or
on 3. So that's 2 that Joe's on.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Should be good.
Good deal.
just gonna drop yours down a little bit.
That's fair.
Now I'm getting music live.
I'm usually quiet, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So we're live streaming and now we're gonna join in for like the podcast sting.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
All right. And starting in 3, 2, 1. And we're back with gentlemen. I had a great conversation with an ugly duck over the weekend last weekend. Joe Sotelo, how you doing today?
Hey,
man?
doing all right. How are you?
Oh, things are great. It's great to see everybody show up.
Yes.
We were here at 6. I'm like, wait, nobody's here yet.
Well, everybody has to be fashionably late. So
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Joe, you were in one of the earlier groups in Behind the Glass in 2024, right?
yeah, I was their first cohort for year 2. So it's pretty excited. The big switch to last Friday and a lot of changes for Behind the Glass.
Yeah, no, it's been good. I know we're going back to First Friday next year,
Right.
But I think it was a great fit for this year to see where the community was growing, and I know you've gotten a chance to expand a little bit, and you actually just had some stuff up over at AMFM Cafe as well.
Yeah, my stuff will be up at AMFM all month of January, so that'll be fun. It was a big night. A lot of people showed up. It was a lot of fun. Kind of nerve-wracking having to choose, a dozen pictures versus 3. I thought that was going to be easier. I'm like, oh, that'll be plenty. And then I looked at my list and it was like 50 pictures. I'm like, I can't fit 50 pictures in there. I can fit maybe a dozen. So
Yeah.
it was like, okay, whittle down.
Well, I did get a chance to go over and see it the other day after we hung out at Ugly Duck.
Oh,
So I
awesome.
went and checked it all out, and yeah, it was what a nice selection of stuff. And I was really glad to see I got some digital, got some film stuff in there.
Yeah.
And there was like completely different feels, even though they're capturing similar subject matters.
Right. I mean, so many people always, film, digital. You know what? Why not both?
Yeah.
Why not both? For years, people thought that photography wasn't an art form, but it is.
Absolutely.
Only because they weren't accustomed to it. And now back when digital first came in, I remember people telling me, oh, well, that's not real photography because it's not film. But it is. It's
Yeah.
real photography. So
Yeah,
it's a lot of
'cause
fun.
photography is the practice as much as anything else.
Exactly. It's the process. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have anything you're working on right now, trying to develop skills? Anything particular you're trying at the moment?
I have a little studio space, and I really enjoy having people come by and just tinker around.
Yeah.
I would rather be the guy that's the foundation of somebody else's skill than have to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the man. I don't want to be the focus of attention. I'd like to be the guy that people come to going, you know what? I've got a problem and I would really like help. I love that. So I think that's where my role is in this world,
Yeah.
being the guy to help.
I was gonna say that sounds a lot like
Super
what you do,
relatable.
Matt.
Yeah, I'm the silent partner with Lunchador.
Yeah.
I'm Matt, so I'm Chris's co-founder. And
Awesome.
yeah, I relate to that completely. I'm the guy that's in the basement making sure everything's working okay. Boiler suit guy. So
Right,
I get that
exactly.
completely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Getting down and dirty, it's fun.
That's right.
Well, because that's the stuff that makes all these, the communities actually run, because in the end, you need the people who are doing the work that needs to be done.
Right. Yeah, and so much of what we just assume is skill that we have is skill that's learned, and if
Yeah.
we don't pass it on, it's going to be lost, like any other skill, right? Like being a plumber or being an electrician or being just any sort of layperson where you know how to do these things. I remember being a technician for a company, and I was having the biggest problem, and one day one of the older technicians came, looked over my shoulder, and goes, "Oh, look at that. I know what that problem is." I was working on that thing for 2 weeks. That guy came walking and goes, "I know exactly what that is." And I fixed the problem. So
Yeah. And it's one of those things where at some point you realize, oh, right, I'm the expert.
yeah,
I can help people with the skills.
Yeah, it's super fulfilling to pay that forward. It's the best
Exactly.
part. So yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. So, Joe, where can people find you online if they want to check out the rest of your work?
Well, you can find me at justjoephoto.com. That's where I do an occasional blog. As a matter of fact, I need to update that poor thing because it's been way too long since I've touched that. And you can also find me on Instagram at justjoephoto. I like to keep it pretty simple.
Yeah, and then like you said, your stuff will be up at AM/FM for the rest of the month?
For the rest of the month of January, yep.
Awesome. Yeah, so this should be out there in there. So yeah, go check out Joe's work over there. Really enjoyed the pictures, and thanks for swinging over, man.
Hey, man.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Love talking to you guys.
See you soon.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Joe. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Yeah, so we're doing the podcast recording, but we're also live streaming the whole thing. So this is like now we get to do our just banter stuff. Yeah, those are from Jack Bear Stamps. So John Ballou did those. So those are for all the guests that came over. They're gonna grab a pin.
I think those are our favorite little giveaway things that we have. Jack does great work.
Yeah, what a nice guy. Yeah, he's he actually custom carved a rubber stamp for these. So these are all rubber stamped. He painted them all with wood, cut out all the blanks, painted them all, and then he carved a stamp for these. Like, how awesome is that? But now there's a custom Lunchador stamp that we can use whenever we need to. It's just fantastic.
He's got his vending machine too. Have you seen the mini mystery art machine that he's got out there? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love stuff like that. Like, it just gets people out to different places. So fun.
Moving around is so good because living in one place is great. Being able to share that wealth and move people to other places that maybe you don't see as often.
Yeah. No, that's one of the benefits of that is like, and also he can bring different artists in and try different stuff and have fun.
Yeah.
Well, go enjoy the pictures. We're going to move on and hopefully grab a whole bunch more people. If you see somebody, send them out and we'll go from there. Oh, yeah. Wait, second time.
I'll vamp while Chris is taking pictures. He's very photogenic with his behind the glass producer badge that he's got.
Yeah, I got it from last year.
Yeah.
I don't lose stuff like that. I lose everything else.
Year one vet.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a real old school flash. That's
great.
Stuff. That makes good noises too. Those clicks are good.
Those are the fun noises. Yeah.
I had one flash that just turn it on. It makes people turn around. I mean, I had somebody walk across the street and are you okay? Because that thing is screaming.
You're just hoping it doesn't explode. All right, see you, Joe.
Take care, Joe. You may want to double check. I don't think we're on Insta. Insta doesn't seem to be working when I checked it a minute ago. We're definitely on YouTube, so shout out to the folks watching on YouTube. But I'm not sure that Instagram is working.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Shall we? That's what I was doing on my phone when we were talking to Aaron. It was kind of unprofessional, but
It says we're streaming.
you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no, we're certainly streaming live on the YouTube.
So it says we're going on both Lunchador and Behind Glass ROC.
I wonder. Let me switch back to my.
Maybe we have to also hit go live.
Shouldn't have to. I'm in there right now to look. Yeah, it doesn't say we're live.
Well,
should have been live.
I don't know. Let's hit the button, see how that works.
Hit the button.
Hit the button.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Stream key. Connect streaming software.
Huh. So this is our first live stream that we're doing to all the different platforms.
Yeah, we're learning a lot.
We're learning. We have not gone to Instagram before. We've got experience with the YouTube and with Twitch, but not with the Meta suite of products. So
yeah, I think we actually might have to hit go live on Instagram as well.
Give it a shot. See what happens.
So I need to copy.
That seems silly.
Yeah, it kind of does.
You know who's done this before is Magnus. I wish Magnus was here right now. You know, I wish Magnus was here most times.
It's a lot easier when he is.
Yeah.
Just generally speaking.
Everything is awesome when Magnus is around.
All right, so I'm going to paste this in and save. We're going to try this again.
But as broadcast professionals, we did test this exactly never. So
oh yeah, that was the official test.
Yeah.
Was not testing.
Yeah, we like to do what they call in the corporate world building the plane as we fly it.
Yeah,
which is cool. That's fine. It works.
I think this is the classic. Yeah, we model our entire lives on Bill O'Reilly's motto.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
All right, we're trying again. Let's see.
Cool.
Paste, save.
Move my phone so it's not making that terrible racket.
Okay. And go live.
Set the button up in the top corner.
Yeah, because I think what's happening is, I need to save. And then I think I can go here.
Oh, right on.
Sweet.
Yeah, come on over.
Hi.
Microphone check 1 2.
Mike.
What is this? The
Perfect.
5-foot assassin with rough neck business.
We can get you on camera if you want to do the mugshot thing. We can swing
Where
it
you
back
at?
this way.
Where you want me to sit like this?
Wherever you want. Make yourself comfortable.
Stare at it? Is it
Yeah.
video or is it?
Oh,
It is
yeah.
video.
Is it just gonna stare at
It's
this
like-
way?
Yeah, if you just want to fire it right down the
I'm
barrel,
just gonna
that's
stare
good.
at it.
Yeah.
Right,
Perfect.
Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're here with the one, the only Eric Lehman.
Oh hi.
Oh,
Hey
hi.
there.
Look at you. You're really making it comfortable for everybody online.
Oh, it's online.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
right.
we're live
So
streaming
yeah,
right
fair,
now.
that's
fair
awesome.
warning. We're streaming
it.
it to YouTube and allegedly Instagram, but I don't know if
I like
Instagram's
it.
working.
I'm
so,
just gonna see if I can
Yeah.
keep.
so if you want to do some like romper room shit and just start calling people
Yeah.
out by name,
Sweet.
that's cool.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Jamie. Jen.
Just make
hey,
everybody-
Danielle. How you
Just
doing?
make everybody really uncomfortable.
I mean, isn't that life? Here, we're gonna.
I see you. That's a lovely bathroom you're in.
Hey, what's going on in there? Maybe it's time to flush soon.
So, Eric, how's
Hi.
it going tonight, man?
It's going well. I really wanted to keep staring, but
Yeah,
I mean, you're
you're talking to me now, so
I
I
get
can-
it.
You can do that as
Here.
much as you want, but
Yeah.
it's actually it's great to see everybody starting to show up for the second anniversary. Like,
Yeah.
a good crowd turning out now.
Yeah. I couldn't miss it.
This is one of my favorite things every year now is
Yeah.
like seeing how many people turn out and seeing all the stuff on the wall for the second
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And I remember we were talking on behind the studio door, and we were talking about like when you were taking a step back from doing as much
Yeah.
active gallery work, and then you did a whole crazy gallery.
I do
This year.
a thing or two.
I like after all that discussion, We're like, oh yeah, now I'm doing this whole thing that's going to bring in tons of people, and I'm going to do tons of work, with video, and all these different skateboard things.
Yeah.
How was that whole experience doing that?
It's exhausting.
I was gonna
No,
say,
it's yeah, I mean it's absolutely exhausting. But it was one of the shows I think I'm most proud of as far as, you know, in the 15 years of doing my own, you know, 1975 shows. I think it was, I had grand plans for
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. Hey, Quadre, what's up? How you doing? We're live. Guys, hold on a second. You want to quit? Slide in real quick. All right, we'll get you. I'll get you. No, it's one of the rare shows where I had like this crazy idea, and I probably got like 99.5% of what I was trying to get done.
That's amazing.
You know, maybe a little less. You know, maybe 99. Yeah, let's say. But
the fact that you get to 99 is incredible. That's
yeah. It's, you know, there's things that I would have added to that I wanted. I just didn't have the bandwidth doing it largely the solo. You know, as far as the, you know, I had an incredible team of folks and volunteers who jumped in and helped me hang that thing. It's brutal. It was a brutal thing. But you know, all the logistics, all the other stuff, you know, was pretty much just me mainly. But no, it's awesome.
And I
so
do have to
stoked
say,
do it.
It really did turn out awesome. I loved,
Yeah.
you know,
Thank
going there and seeing just the reception itself. Like
Yeah.
that was just fantastic.
It's all that, you know, I'm real happy that, you know, that was almost 15 years in. People still show. Wait, no, 16. It was 16. Sweet 16.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Or, you know, 15 and a half, whatever.
Yeah.
People will still come out for 95 stuff. So that made me happy.
Yeah. Well, and I gotta say, and you know, to your, I don't know, influence over time, to see the next generation of things like Behind the Glass
Yeah.
take the mantle of building the next generation of community
Yeah. Absolutely.
is, like, for me, it's very gratifying to see
Right. Should I
what's
stand
going
up?
on.
Is it? I don't know how big this.
You're good.
No, you're great.
I'm not
You're
gonna
good.
lean in. Hey, Gus.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
you're right
Just
in the
be chill.
pocket.
You're good. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in the
all
pocket.
right.
Yeah. It's a very
we're
Spike
good.
Jones look.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. No, it's and to see, you know, to see the community and even the spikes off of this already.
Yeah.
See all the
Yeah,
spokes
yeah,
that are
yeah.
coming off of Behind the Glass just
Sorry.
in the last 2 years.
You know, one of the things I was, you know, I had to do a lot of driving on the holidays and was just thinking about art and Rochester and all that stuff. And one of the things that, you know, that I kept coming back to is just how strong and active the photo community is right now. Like at this point, and, you know, Behind the Glass is a huge part of that. You know, I was like counseling, you know, having a conversation with someone who's trying to, you know, make some changes, figure out some things. And you know, I told him, like, come to Behind the Glass, you know, they've got an opening coming soon. And like, you know, there's all these different, you know, subsets of photographers finding each other and becoming super active. And it's cool, you know. It's like there's like this huge wave of that, and you know, I've been around long enough to, you know, I had but broke, you know, the Rochester Image City pin, you know, way back in the day, you know, and it'll always be that, and to see, you know, the you know, since Behind the Glass is largely you know, photo centric, but to see that really coming forth, and again organically. And I don't know, it's just cool. It's cool to see it thriving.
No, absolutely. Anything you have coming up right now, Eric, or you kind of just
I gotta finish taxes.
Oh God,
sketchy.
Don't say words
Good luck,
like
man.
that.
I know. I'm still doing paperwork stuff for the sketchy show.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Just because I switched between RET and this, and I had to switch hats real fast. So I'm now in the part I've been pushing off. It's a little too long. You know, we, you know, contrary to a certain local publication's headline saying wall therapy calls it quits, we just had a pretty cool meeting this morning.
Great.
A very prominent wall in progress. It's gonna take a while, but you know, pay attention in the fall. We're gonna hopefully be announcing some stuff.
Oh, I'm
coming up
excited
for that. you know, we hoping to do a little more mural stuff this summer with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not rested. I didn't get a restful break. I'm still tired.
You deserve a little
I'm
bit
still
of
tired
rest
from
here.
2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to figure out. I am trying to figure out, you know, what else to do. I want to make more stuff this year.
Well, that'd
You
be
know,
nice,
kind of
right?
switch. I've been kind of like have some projects that didn't get finished last year that I want to finish up and, you know, switch that hat. You know, be on the other side for a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm sure I'll burn the candle at it the whole way through. I'm gonna throw in the fire. Well, I'm not gonna waste.
That's how it
time.
goes. You
Just
have a
chuck it right
finite
in.
amount of time. You might as well use as much as you can, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to, you know, when you got enough ready to actually announce, we'll have you over, and we'll do it over there, and we'll make
There'll
it
be a
happen
little,
for you.
There's this. Yeah, it's. Yeah, we had some interesting conversation this morning. Some stuff's in the cooking. Some stuff's
Awesome.
cooking.
That's so good to hear.
Hey,
I'm
whenever
trying to
you're
see
ready,
how-
I'll be there for you, bud.
cooking.
And Eric Lehman, 1975. Thank you for coming over,
Hey,
brother.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
All
Eric.
right, see you soon.
guys.
Appreciate you.
All right. I think we're going to go off the live stream, reset, and see if we can get